I'm on my way back from class, and I'm starving. And the reason I'm starving is primarily because I really don't have that much to eat at the dorm. And before I left for class this morning, because all my classes start every single day at 2 p.m., I didn't really have anything to eat besides ramen. I'm not sure if you're aware, but ramen doesn't have very much nutrition, and as far as making you feel like you're actually full, it doesn't work. And I know this for a fact because I eat 2 packs of ramen when I eat it, which is 4 servings. You're hungry in probably about an hour and a half later. It's not very good for eating 4 servings of something. So on the way home, I decided I'd stop by Burger King, which is right here on MLK. And I got myself 2 buck doubles and a medium fry. The Burger King in Savannah, or at least this one, is potentially the worst Burger King I've ever been to. The first time we ever went to that one was actually on the vlog several months ago. You know what, I don't think in all the 3 years that we've lived in Savannah we've ever been to a Burger King, ever.
Nope.
I mean, I have on my own, but not all of us as a group.
Because this is the second time in my life that I've eaten Burger King, so...
See, that just blows my mind. And even then, the service was not all that great, but I've never been through the drive-thru, and man, that was an experience. I was the only one in the drive-thru, which is why I chose Burger King over McDonald's, because the McDonald's, which is right next to our dorm, is always packed, super, super busy. So I decided to do Burger King, which, honestly, you're going to spend the same amount of money because everyone's got dollar double burgers now. But I'm the only person at the drive-thru. I pull up to the window, and there's no one at the window. And I'm just sitting there, and I probably sat there for about 4 minutes. And that's a long time when you're waiting on, a hamburger. At one point I almost wanted to leave, but I remembered one time Mallory told me that if you order food and you drive away, it's like penalty of law because they made the food. I mean, I don't want to be a jackass and drive off after I've ordered food, but where's my food? It's been 4 minutes. Is there a time where you're driving down and you're like, oh yeah, that looks good, oh, but we don't go to that Wendy's, that's the bad Wendy's. Because there's some places like that in Myrtle Beach too. As a general rule, I don't go to that Burger King, and the only reason I went is because I knew I would save time compared to that McDonald's, and that McDonald's is busy, so I was right, but I don't think I'm going to service that Burger King again. Well, aren't we all just ready to dance? Getting ready to film Ninten. I got everything set up. It's so weird how I work every day with the flip camera. I guess I can't really show that unless I use a mirror, but I'm using the little itty-bitty flip camera. And suddenly to go back to this thing, which has got all the gizmos and the lens and the everything, it just feels really, really weird. With the flip, I just hook it up to the computer, start editing. That thing, I gotta convert footage and do all kinds of stuff. I gotta color correct it. It's a lot more work, which is probably a legitimate reason that Ninten stopped happening, is because when I compared it to the vlog, it was just, so much extra work. Not to mention I was already behind on the vlog most of the time, so not something that I wanted to continue doing because it was just so time consuming. But now that I've caught back up on the vlog and I've given myself enough time to learn the workflow of the vlog, learn how to do it quickly, what to keep, what not to keep, I feel like I can actually continue with Ninten now. There's actually going to be an explanation video before any Ninten Speaks episodes are released. It's going to start with the ending of episode 32 whenever I'm over here and, walk out this direction. I'm dressed as I was at the end of that video, and it's going to pick up exactly where that last episode left off, and it's going to give a reason as to why Ninten hasn't shot anything in a few months. So I'm excited to do this. And it's taken a long time to get everything set up and to get myself ready, but I've got the time this quarter, so I'm really going to put the pedal to the metal and try to make Ninten Speaks a reality once more. So Ninten is back, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's been a long time since I wore all those stupid clothes. I did the explanation video and I also did an episode. My plan was originally to do a bunch of episodes over the course of the next 2 weeks, so I would have a bunch ready to distribute, but I decided to just do one because I really want to put a bigger emphasis this time on people submitting ideas. Not because I need ideas. I can come up with ideas. But it feels really good for the audience whenever they submit an idea and they've seen it, actually used. So I'm doing one idea to start us off, which I actually got from the anniversary video comments, and we're going to go from there and, see what happens.
Let me tell you something. It is impossible to stay up forever.
Ninten aside, I just got a call from a person that I met with last Saturday, it was. They're a person who is shooting a senior film, and I met with them because I was interested in editing said senior film. And what made this interesting is that this person was someone that I worked with on the documentary I made a few quarters ago. You might remember when I was in documentary class. We made a documentary called Encounters in the Dark Continent. It was a small team. It was me and 3 other people. This other guy who I met with the other day was the writer for Encounters in the Dark Continent. By the way, if you want to watch that documentary, it's not all that great, but it is a documentary that I helped make, and you can look at that in the description. It's a link. It's on Vimeo, so you have to watch it there. Anyway, I met with this guy and I talked to him, and it was good because we knew each other. We had worked together, so we kind of understood how each one of us worked. He knows how I work. He just called me back and he said that he was officially offering me the job as editor. So, as of right now, I am editing a senior film. The film is called Phoenix Beyond, and it's a sci-fi, which is something I don't normally work with. I'm more of a comedy guy, but I think it'll give me a good chance to stretch my editing muscles and try something out that I don't normally do. The majority of the work I'm going to do is next quarter. Since I'll be editing the film, that's when it's going to go into post-production. So sometime by the end of next quarter, which means sometime by spring break, the film should be completed and you guys will be able to watch it. So, and it's a pretty big deal. There's a lot of work going into this film. The guy, Neil, he's a really great guy. He's a really good writer. I'm pretty excited about it. His plan is to enter it into some festivals and stuff, so it'll be cool, because then a film that I've edited will be in festivals, which is neat. Anyway, enough rambling about that. I am excited, but that's something you guys will learn more of later. Right now I gotta get back to editing old Ninten.